development and the ability to continue to develop the industry that may spook or create concern from some of our investors?
Forget your fears. This is a democracy. We follow the free enterprise. There will be changes. There will be changes for the better, not to kill businesses. You can stop worrying. It's actually a product of the other side. They would like to create an economic situation whereby there will be a tilt of balance there somewhere and destroying the economy and blame it on me. I am a lawyer and I believe in free enterprise. I believe in democracy. That's why I run for president. I'm duty bound by the Constitution. And about the outsourcing there, I would even guarantee to you that the Philippines would honor its contractual obligations. Unlike the previous administrations, they were known for the notoriety of not honoring contracts or bending the rules. It will not happen during my term. I assure you, it will not happen. Bending the rules for in favor of somebody, that's bullshit again. This is a free enterprise. You can come in, invest, and do not worry about, well, of course, taxes, but that is not a matter within me. It's Congress who fixes how much you pay. But if it's a matter of erasing you from this place, I'm encouraging you to place more. Davao City is one place where there's a great activity of outsourcing, especially BPO. Forget it. Do not believe in that garbage. I am not that. I am not that stupid. They would like to picture me as one, but you know, I'm brighter than them. You know why? Because if they are brighter than me, then they are now here in Malacanang lording it over.
I take it a little bit further. In fact, on contract violations by the last administration, President Duterte has already ordered his cabinet to correct all those violations of the last cabinet, of the last administration. So those contracts will be corrected, and I think this is a very positive step. Karen, you had...
We will honor contracts. You can bet on it. With my life, not yours, actually.
I think we need your life to stay around, if you don't mind.
So, Mr. President, I'm
Yes,
Karen Batungbakal de Venecia, and I'd like to thank you. I'm on the board of the BPO organization called ITBPAP, IBPAP, and thank you very much for all your support. You wrote a wonderful letter of support for our industry, which we announced during our October summit, and we truly appreciate the support of both Secretary Dominguez, Secretary Lopez, and Secretary Salanima of DICT, who at any time have been very willing to answer questions, engage with us, work with us. Secretary Pernia as well. We thank your government for continuing to support us. So,
Yes,
and we do look forward to bringing more jobs here. So, and to all the parts of the world, so of the Philippines. Thank you very much, po.
Come on, guys. I'm sure you know somebody from Davao. And you must know that how vibrant the industry is in Davao. I said I was mayor for 22 years. I'm not pulling my own chair, but I would say that I'm one of those who made what Davao is today. The growth rate, it's 9%, the highest. So why would you drive away investors if? Do not believe in that garbage. Always there's the Constitution, and we would follow contractual obligations. I will not condone bending of the rules. That's a thing which I will never do. I assured you there is no graft and corruption. Tell me, I said you have Peter here as the conduit, if I may use the word, and just tell me what happened. Or you have Ruben Lopez there, You have Rudy. And just tell them the truth, the plain truth, and I will take care of it. Or if you do not like the secretary, or if you do not want to talk to those people because of a bad experience in the past, you give me your application. And I said, I will run it. I will run the grid for you.
Another question, please. Yes, David.
David Straw, New Zealand Ambassador. Mr. President, it was a pleasure to have you in Auckland a few weeks ago. Hope you come back. And it was also a great pleasure for me to be in your hometown in Davao a few weeks ago. I stayed there for 5 whole days, and I sensed a tremendous amount of dynamism in your economy, and it was great to get to know the people of Davao. So, you know, you've done a tremendous job there. Well done. But I'd like to ask you about a really big year next year when you'll be the chair of ASEAN. What do you hope to achieve in that year, and what's your impression so far of ASEAN? Thank you.
Well, one thing is that we lack the connectivity. We have to have our own BIMP IAGA. We have to create an economy over there. The reason why the Abu Sayyaf really prospered is simply there was a time when there was this barter trade and nobody was messing up with it. Of course, the organized crime there were done by some people in the government, especially policemen. That's why there was this thing about a firefight, and the general battalion was killed there because somebody went up to his stair, to his, but he was a policeman. And this barter trade was good. It provided livelihoods to many people, especially the Moro. But what was wrong was that there was some control and monopoly in the flow of goods there because of corruption of the police. So the Philippine Constabulary, and they are up to this kind of thing. You know, the policemen, not so much about the army, because the army does not exercise, it does not enforce the laws. They are just in the camp and they go out with the permission of the camp commander. So they're less worried about army. But police, they go out there every night to enforce the law. And because of maybe, do you know that the entry pay of the police everywhere is 14,000? That's the entry fee. That's the salary. So what I did is I doubled the salary. They will be the first to, they'll get it in maybe in trans, but I intend to complete it by, if I have the money and if I can borrow somewhere, the only way to really improve them is to double their pay. And I promised them, and they would have it little by little. Next year they would have a bit of an increase here and there in the allowances and everything, because you cannot do it with one stroke. You have to worry about the other police, Coast Guard and everything, but they are included. But how about the teachers? How about the the workers, agricultural workers and everything? I cannot cope up with the present financial standing of the government, but I just made it a priority so that I can stop the corruption of the police. 30% of the police workforce corrupt. That's my headache. That's why you have to deal with them, because you do not have the money. You have to deal with them with an attitude. And I said that if you are the ones into drugs, I will just have to kill you. You'll be the one to go first. You will be the one to go first. And a lot of them have lost their lives since then, here during my administration. But you know, if it is really a matter also of extrajudicial killing, I'd like to inform you. Nandiyan mo yung papel na. You know, in Mindanao, where shabu is being cooked incessantly 24 hours a day, I've declared a state of lawlessness to justify the entry of the armed forces, to mix it up with the police and exercise police power. if it is really a judicial, extrajudicial killing, I have members of the police killed in police operations, 30. Wounded, 60 severely. The armed forces, because it's in Lanao, people that are well armed. Killed in action, it's 58. Then the wounded is 256. So if it's extrajudicial killing, how come I'm losing this many of my policemen and soldiers? To think extrajudicial killing is just simply tie him hands and shoot him. Or just in a casual manner, ask him and shoot him in the head. I have lost government men. And they would always saying that it's about extrajudicial killing. At least not, it's not my cup of tea, killing people. Marami akong namatayan. Just give you the figure. That's why you see me on TV lying there and there, everywhere, to just visit the wake of these guys to show my solidarity. And every time they're wounded, I fly to Hulo and Basilan to pin on them the Medal of Valor. So that's
I think one of the things that's driving us mad is the traffic situation.
yes, sir.
And you have asked Congress for emergency powers
Yawe.
to bypass a lot of the bureaucratic restrictions to getting infrastructure built quickly. But Congress is acting like the usual bloody idiots that they are, and they're not moving fast. How can you convince them to do so?
I do not know what got the goat of some people there, but they do not like Tugadi.
I do.
I mean, he's good, but he's
He's a good man.
He's the valedictorian of our
Yeah.
class. He's really
Yeah.
good. He was the top honcho of the Delgado shipping while we were still students.
Yes.
He was already a top executive of the Delgado shipping. And it's very good. He's a very structural mind.
Jesus.
I don't know about this, but they do not want, maybe they share the agony, they enjoy. It's called political masochism.
Maybe he's too clean.
Yeah. They're not.
Maybe too clean, huh? Maybe can't be influenced.
So there's no movement at all. And I'm sorry to say to the Filipinos, we are trying. We want to borrow money because we need money to improve things there down on the road level. But we haven't been getting any positive. So I talked with some of the Chinese businessmen representing their government. And they say that, maybe we'd give you a soft loan of 25 years and renewable for another 25 years with a grace period of almost 7 years. And it's, I said, if those are the terms, it's actually giving it free. And China, I think, is, I think the attitude of China is really to help. So whatever there is to it, I will just on face value and say thank you and please give it to us. I have lost hope of getting the money from Congress to allow us to borrow, and I said I'm not really sure why, but the reason. Some do not like Tugadi, but he's a very good person. He's just business-like. He talks like an executive. But I said we were still students. He was already the Delgado brothers, almost the CEO at that time.